salvation is being offered to you. But you're probably not going to be interested unless you can recognize that there's something that you need to be saved from. Freedom is being offered to you, but you're probably not going to be interested unless you can recognize that there's something that you need to be free of. Somewhere along the way, you have to see the futility of the human condition, the meaninglessness of the world in which you seem to live in. Somewhere along the way, you have to recognize the fear and the conflict and the loneliness that you want to be free of. We're actually addicts. I call us humaholics. We're addicted to temporal perceptual experiences in a world of separation and death. We're addicts. And like any addict, you're not going to be free of your addiction until you reach the bottom, until you can see the handwriting on the floor. The ones that I'm talking to are the ones that have come to reach that point of absolute hopelessness and despair. The ones that have recognized that this world holds nothing more that they want. And if you can survive that despair, if you can survive hitting the bottom, if you don't try to escape with your various coping mechanisms of alcohol and substance abuse, workaholism, relationships, whatever ways that you use to cope, if you don't try to escape and if you just sit there in that despair, recognize the futility and the meaninglessness of it all, and try to just stay still in that darkness, in that despair for a moment. What happened to me when I hit that point is I stayed in it for as long as I could. I didn't try to escape it. I just sat there and sat in the despair. And one of the things that I discovered rather quickly is that what goes down must come up. I stopped thrashing around, looking for solutions, looking for happiness in a world where there is really no love to be found. And I just sat there. And then I discovered the joy of my own inner radiance, the joy of the nature of my being. My awareness started to expand and became inclusive, in light, in love. I began to get a taste of what's really being offered. I began to gain a sense of what it meant to be saved. I began to understand freedom real freedom. Freedom's not of the body. We can give you your gold cards and your free time, and you can go running off from one end of this world to another. That won't help you to be free, really, of the loneliness that you feel. Free of the despair, of the meaninglessness of it all. But when you gain a taste of the freedom of your mind, then we can take your body and we can lock it in a dungeon, and you can still know freedom. You can still know real freedom. We tend to get things backwards. We tend to think that the mind's purpose is to serve the body and to gain freedom for the body, to gain salvation for the body. It's backwards. The body's purpose is to be used by the mind. The body serves the mind. And the body becomes an instrument that communicates the love and the joy of the reality of you in union with God and all of creation. What's being offered to you is salvation. Recognize that there appears to be something that you need to be saved from. And when you want it badly, you will get a taste of what salvation and freedom really offers you.